Amber, can you, show everybody that one person not here,
Yes.
well, here tonight? All right. I'd like to make a motion for approval of the agenda. Second. All in favor? All right, now Mr. Tyree has a presentation for us all. If you would like to, good.
Evening, council members. I'm coming to you tonight to speak on behalf of the IDA. Mr. Oliver's here to represent as well. They've submitted a request for vacation of some public right-of-way at the former Rivermont School location. This is in an effort to support redevelopment of that area. There are several undeveloped pieces of right-of-way that are included in that property. So there's an undeveloped alley, there's an undeveloped section of Sycamore Street, and then there's an undeveloped section of Pocahontas in the rear. And these three areas are where we're requesting vacation to occur, those right-of-ways, so that they become incorporated as part of the overall property, and that's to support that redevelopment. I'm happy to ask questions. You've got a map in front of you that kind of depicts those areas. It's pretty straightforward. All of it is streets or alley that have never been built. Mr. Oliver, you got anything you'd like to add?
No, just the fact that, you know, we haven't really had any kind of affordable housing in the area that's reliable housing as well. This is a great opportunity to help that out. So.
Any council members have any questions, comments?
So what I'm really asking for is consensus that this is the way you'd like to head, so that we can prepare the documentation to get this taken, put in front of a vote for you.
Okay, we can vote on that. Mr. Verbal, I make a motion to proceed forward with vacation of these lots. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We'll get to work on it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tyler.
Thank you, Eric. Dave, appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we hope to be hammering and nailing real soon.
Good, good.
Real soon.
Citizens' comments. Any citizen, I don't think there is none, there is none. Okay. These are items to be considered for the regular meeting, February the 10th, 2026. Resolution R 2604, VDOT sidewalk grant for Route 220, Pine Street to Beach Street. Yeah. With a 20% city match. I move to put that on the agenda for next week. All in favor? Aye. Resolution R 2605, reappropriating fiscal year 25 funds totaling $43,740.34 for contingency and downtown economic development projects. I move that we place that on next week's agenda. Second. All in favor? To consider and vote on resolution R 2606, rescinding participation in the TAP BSCI land bank following prior notice. City Council is asked to consider a resolution formally rescinding the City of Covington's participation land bank. City records reflect that written notice of intent to rescind participation was transmitted to TAP 11/20/23. However, upon review of City Council minutes and adopted resolutions for the period October 23 through the first quarter of 24, no formal council action was identified. Adoption of this resolution will ensure the city's records accurately reflect council action and intent and will finally complete the recession process. I move that we put that on next week's agenda. Second. All in favor?
And Mr. Mayor, each of these three items, we have crossed over the last months or so. Of course, that last one goes back a couple of years, and thanks to Amber for catching that clerical mistake. So everything that you folks have approved for agenda next week we're good. We're good.
And here's an appointment to consider and vote on reappointing Mr. Howard Gene Wood to the Industrial Development Authority. Move to put that on next week's agenda. Second. All in favor?
And he has sincere interest in continuing on with us.
And consent agenda, corrections and approvals of meeting minutes, January 26th, regular session meeting minutes only, January 26th meeting. I move to approve, we'll put on the agenda for next week's approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Manager, Mr. Grusson, tell us some good news. It's all good.
It's all good, yes. I'll give you $45 million worth of good news. Okay, Mr. Mayor, thank you. Mr. Vice Mayor, members of council, members of the general public, thank you folks for being out on this chilly February 3rd night. As we all know, Fields has 6 more weeks. We'll work along with Phil and his prediction, and if you check the calendar, actually he missed it by a week because there's 7 more weeks till spring based on his prediction yesterday. So anyway, let's get started with our staff, our weather. We've all dealt with it, whether it's just a simple sidewalk at your home or streets all over Covington, Virginia. We work straight through 24 hours, 12-hour shifts through the weekend. I don't know that many folks woke up Monday morning to black asphalt in their communities. I'm proud to say that in most across the community we did. We got things passable. Our main thoroughfares were in very good shape across 220 and here in town. So we got that accomplished going into Monday, and then we started working diligently at getting our crossovers, our intersections, all those types of things clean. We had a mess, and it was not an easy snow to move by no means. I, for one, as many others did, had to use a digging bar to just bust up the concrete snow in dry run. So, in respect to our downtown businesses, in respect to our churches on Wednesday night, and certainly our churches this past Sunday, we worked diligently with 3 different contractors in the community. And they worked our downtown, they worked several of our intersections to help us out. We physically couldn't get it done. And they graciously helped us out. And if you want to see what kind of snow we moved, go down to Main Street Park, and as soon as you pull into the park, you'll see to your right. That's just downtown. That was just downtown where our folks had moved parking lots and things of that nature. And I appreciate them. Monday morning, if you wanted bacon and eggs at Double C, you had a clean parking lot. And all of our folks at 8:30 had a place to park and come in and work here at City Hall. So our Public Works Department, our Recreation Department, they did a lot of the handwork around town. Don't forget our plants, wastewater and water treatment plants also had snow to remove to continue doing their job. So kudos to all of our folks involved in the snow removal, ice removal. I want to call your attention as I sent you some pictures of our water treatment plant yesterday or within the last day or so. We are working diligently with the Virginia Department of Health and the Office of Drinking Water right now. Our troughs out there that hold water, we were dealing with frozen water a foot thick. So we have a screen around a pump in the river to protect it from leaves and things, our pump from leaves and things. That too froze. We're concerned about maybe some pipes. We've been working pumps diligently. We had a good day today. We're beginning to catch up, so to speak, particularly at our Pocahontas Reservoir. Others are in fair shape, but the Pocahontas Reservoir is our main transfer tank. So I do ask, we haven't made anything mandatory, but those that are in attendance this evening, those are viewing through our social media folks, please be cautious of the amount of water that you're using. So we just be extra cautious of long showers and things of that nature right now. So I will keep council posted. I got an email, our water treatment plant and public works director. We're working with the gentleman out of Lexington with the VDH late this afternoon, and he wanted to make sure that we advised, and we have. We've spoken to folks, nothing publicly in newspapers and social media yet, but you guys will help me out tonight to let people know, just be careful. And that also goes for our Allegheny County residents that we serve water to from our treatment plant here in Covington. So it's amazing what we've gone through. It's February. We're not accustomed to having drought situations this time of year. We've been suffering at our lake and our river, and now we get this, and it's just kind of put a slow down on everything. This slow melt will greatly aid our streams and our rivers and our lake. Don't know that it will get us out of the drought watch that we've been currently in, but every little drop will certainly help. We do kindly ask, don't give us a bunch of rain at one time. So, but anyway, just call your attention to the situation with our water, and kudos to the City of Covington staff and Public Works, Recreation, and throughout for the fantastic job that they have done with this snow ice event. Main note to you folks, we're dealing with a lot of different grants right now, and it takes a lot of different people to work together with these things. We work with about 3 different engineering firms. We have 2 firms that are working together on the Rayon Bridge with the redirection of the water line and the placement of the water line over there. That bridge, as we know, couldn't get started just about any time now. It's due for completion by the November the 5th of 27. So those folks need to start getting busy. And that's, of course, the Department of Transportation. We also have 2 engineering firms working together on 2 different grants that we have received, one regarding stormwater, one regarding sewer. I'll give you a couple of numbers on that here directly. I appreciate the patience of our residents with refuse collection. There's just no way we could have gotten into alleys the last several days. And folks probably don't think much of the fact that we do take our stuff to the transfer station, and it was closed up until 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning. So when we sent out our public notification over the weekend, walking into the storm event, we made a good decision right off the bat, and plus it allowed us to use our refuge guys with snow removal. So all that worked out hand in hand. We do appreciate our residents' patience with understanding what all we've gone through. Old Town Covington has been pretty busy promoting Restaurant Week with Allegheny County and the town cook boards, and that looks to be adding up pretty good to support all of our local restaurants in the Allegheny Highlands. So we're excited about the direction that is heading, and thank those folks for their due diligence in getting people working together to feed us. So it's very good. We'll be meeting with the engineering architect firm tomorrow to look at one of our properties on Maple Avenue to begin the concept of putting it back together. A couple of our folks I've asked to attend a grant meeting in Covington, Virginia coming up, so that we can work hopefully with the Appalachian Regional Commission on getting some funding. Right now, we have, and this is going to be a busy 2 years across the board, maybe 2.5. And we're going to disrupt some people's lives a little bit, travel, but the benefits will long outweigh the disruption. So right now, we just received, for simple math, $6.3 million in a community flood preparedness grant. That will be dedicated to Chestnut and Monroe Street underpasses. Don't know that that will get it all, but that's where that initial funds is going. Just to tell you a quick history lesson on those two projects. Back in 1996, my first tenure as interim city manager, Mayor Jack Jamison and I went to Stanton District to request two projects. One was the Bluff, the other was the Chestnut Street underpass. Don't talk about local government because state and federal moves a whole lot slower. So as you all recall, we just completed the Bluff, and here we are getting involved with our Chestnut Street underpass. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. That money comes through the Department of Conservation and Recreation. The Department of Transportation has been good to Covington, Virginia. Hawthorne Street Bridge preservation project is $1 million plus. The Rayon Bridge that has been worked on for a number of years and moving forward any day now, that's estimated at about $14 million right now, that bridge project. The Allegheny Avenue sidewalk project, we have about $1 million involved in that. That's through Department of Transportation. And as you've seen this evening, there will be some city match to that. And then the sewer project where we've been going out and put some stakes in grounds, and we did a little bit of smoke testing back some time ago. That's a $6 million project that will help replace some lines, line other lines. So we're anxious to get involved in that. That will start. There's a company out of this side of Tennessee or far southwest Virginia that will be up here working. And in addition to the fact that we're fortunate to get these grant monies, we will have folks visiting with us for weeks on end, and probably getting a hot dog from the hot dog house, and maybe resting at the Quality Inn. So anyway, we look forward to having these folks here in the community with us. And I spoke with Mr. Drew Miller the other day with the EQ, and they're pretty excited about working with us. You know, we put a large investment in the EQ basin across town, so all of these things tie together, and it shows Covington's efforts in doing the right things. And our communication with our agencies and our engineering firms has been top notch. And then as we talked about our Vermont project, I mentioned to you folks some time ago that right now stands, I'm going to give you a level number, it's a little bit over, but it stands at about a $17 million project. So we just talked about $45+ million worth of projects that will be happening in our community over the next little bit. That's in addition to, and I don't mind calling him out, Chief Smith. He's worked very hard with nothing that is in the multi-million-dollar, but you know, $1,000 here and a $5,000 grant here for our police department, for our EMS services, and Chief, of course, he's on target to have a job review pretty soon, but he's done a very nice job for us and taking care of his people. I applaud his staff and the work they do around our town, but he's done a nice job of securing some smaller grants for us. So thank you, Chief. And then in wrapping up, we've got some folks we need to keep in our thoughts. As most are aware, Council Lady Crowder, Susan Crowder, her mom passed away. The service was today. Calling hours were last night, and the service was today. And then Lisa in our recreation department has got some health issues, and BB, he went to the doctor today with issues with his hip and things of that nature, and he's probably getting ready to go on injured reserve here for too long. So But keep those folks in your thoughts, and we need to get everybody healed up and get them back in here. Busy time of year, getting ready to do budgets and all that. And, none of us would want DD to miss that part of what we do.
He told me he loves numbers.
Yeah. Well, we're very fortunate to have the team that we got, and I've been complimented several times about our people and how hard they're working. And for every one person that fussed, we had 2 people that were thankful with the snow. And as I've told several over the last few days, we hear the negative, we hear the bad, because we as American citizens we get off on that. I don't know, but the good long outweighs the bad, and I'm proud to say that we got a lot of good in Covington, Virginia. So anyway, I'll entertain a couple questions if you may have. Okie dokie. 2 events coming up. Firehouse dinner is March the 7th, and then the chamber dinner is March the 14th. So I think Becky got some information out to you, and I know CW was busy getting the fire invitation, dinner invitations out. So try to put at least one of those 2 on your calendar to attend. All right?
Both of them are good events.
They're good events and good meals, and I think our friends from the Friendly Fork will be doing our buffet at the firehouse this year. The Moose Ladies already had a prior engagement, so look forward to the Friendly Fork, and I need to get a hold of Mr. and Miss Carroll to make sure we do have banana pudding.
All right, thank you, Al.
Yeah, thank you.
Council, do we have any old business? Y'all in mind? Any new business y'all in mind? No. Citizens' comments?
No citizens.
Yeah. Well, I guess that will conclude this evening's. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.